Hey guys, how are you? Hope you all are fine. So today our topic is GST. So you all will like this session so much. So see this session till end and enjoy and gain some knowledge. So our today's topic is GST. You all have heard about this. GST is introduced 2-3 years uh, before only by the government of India. It is a very good thing. Okay, some people believe that it is not good to people. It takes very much tax, but it is not like that. So let's talk about it. So let's just begin with some introduction of the GST. So very few of you will be knowing that full form of GST is goods and service tax. Here it is given, you can see full form of GST is goods and service tax, GST. So I will read and I will try to explain. Hope you will understand. So let's start. Introduction. Goods and service tax, GST, is an indirect tax levied on the supply of goods and services, that is on the sales of goods and rendering service. It is a nationwide tax which subsumes several indirect taxes levied by the central and state governments and is based on the principle of one nation one tax. So you might have heard about one nation one leader theory, one nation one government, but this is something different only. We are hearing first time one nation one tax. It means that earlier you have noticed that you would have noticed that when you go somewhere, then excise duty, custom duty, service tax, central sales tax, extra etc taxes were to be paid by the customer, but now all them are combined and a single tax is made, which is GST. Okay, then central level taxes merged into GST are excise duty, custom duty, service tax and central sales tax. State level taxes merged into GST are octroi and entry tax, value added tax, VAT, you have studied VAT, entertainment tax, taxes on lottery and luxury tax, etc. GST creates a semblance of common market where every supply of goods or services, or both irrespective of where it takes place, has common treatment and a defined common tax rate throughout the chain. So these were the taxes which combined and made into one tax, that is GST, at central level, and these were the taxes which were combined and made into one, that is known as state level taxes. Okay, so let's talk about the definition of GST. This can be asked in many competitive exams. So GST, abbreviated as GST, goods and service tax, is an indirect tax levied on the supply of goods and services. Now let's move on to the next page. Here we will talk about some terms related to GST. Here we will talk about some terms related to GST. Okay, so dealer, you all are knowing, you all will be familiar with the dealer who sells things or buys things is known as a dealer. Okay, so any person who buys or goods or services for resale is known as dealer. Resale means he is buying from somebody and then he is selling it again and again, is known as a dealer or trader. A dealer can be a firm or a company. A dealer can be a single person or it can be a company also. Then only a dealer registered under GST is authorized to charge and collect GST on the sale of goods or services. Means only a dealer can charge taxes, nobody else. Intra-state sales and interstate sales. You might have heard about inter-school competitions that are being held in your school. So it means inter means that it is not from only your school, means the students will come from outside also from different schools. So intra means the same state or the same place, and inter means throughout the country from anywhere. Sales of goods and service tax within the same state are called interstate. Sales of goods and services outside the state are called interstate. Now next term is input GST and output GST. This is very common thing. GST is paid by dealers, you all know, on purchase of goods and services and is collected from customers on sales of goods and services. GST paid by the dealer. What the dealer pays to the government is known as input GST. and what the customer pays is known as the output GST. Now let's talk about the types of taxes. Types of taxes. There are three types of taxes only. There are three types of taxes. First one, central goods and service tax, CGST we call, and second one, state goods and service tax. Okay, there are two types of there are I think three types of, here it is given, there are three types of GST: central GST and state GST. Central GST means CGST, state GST means SGST we call it. Then both these taxes are levied on the intrastate sales, that is on sales of goods and services within the same state. In intrastate sales, GST is divided equally among central and state governments. Okay, you might have understood this. These were the terms related to GST. Now one example I will tell you. These types of questions can be asked in different types of exams like banking and etc. In many UPSC papers also it can be asked, so it is a common question. Okay, so we must solve it. Question is, a consumer buys a refrigerator whose marked price is this much. The marked price of the refrigerator is 36,000 from a dealer at a discount of 15%. A consumer buys a refrigerator from a dealer and the marked price is this much. If the rate of GST is this, itna, find. If the rate of GST is 18%, find. Number one, the amount of tax paid by the consumer for the purchase, what the consumer pays to the government. And second one, the total amount that the consumer pays for the refrigerator. Then the total amount which the consumer pays for this refrigerator. Okay, so first we will write all things. Marked price of refrigerator this much, rate of discount 15%, here it is given this rate of discount. Okay, the amount of discount it is given. And selling price, we will find out selling price by subtracting. See, amount of discount, how we will find out? We will do 15% of 36,000, then the value will come. Then this will be subtracted from 36,000 to know the selling price. Then rate of GST 18%, it is given only. Then we will solve, use the there is no specific formula, but we have a sentence to solve this types of questions. The amount of tax paid by the consumer is equal to, this is the GST we have, so 18 of rupees 30,600. After subtracting this we will get 30,600. So 18% of 30,600 is equal to this much. So this is the amount of tax. This is the amount of tax paid by the consumer for the purchase. Now second was asking the total amount that the consumer pays for the refrigerator. The total amount that the consumer pays for the consumer means who has bought this one refrigerator. Okay, the amount which the consumer pays for the refrigerator. So we will add, what we will add? We will add this answer means selling price and the tax that we got, this one. Okay, so our final answer is 36,108. This is our final answer. So this is very important thing. You can, I hope you all understood. Okay, so let's summarize once all the things we have studied today. First of all, we have studied what is GST. What is GST? A short introduction. Then we have studied terms related to GST. Then we have saw one example related to GST. One example. Okay, so I think that you have understood these all things. If you do, then please like, share and subscribe the channel if not done yet. Okay, and make sure to press the bell icon to get latest notifications. Thank you.